Welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kearra. So, Mercury is finally going direct. I don't know about you guys, but this retrograde was pretty tough for me. I definitely felt it. Yeah, I was born during a Mercury retrograde, so I feel like it doesn't usually affect me all that much. But yeah, this one was really a lot. So it's finally almost over. And we also have a new moon. So yeah, at the time that this is being posted, the 14th of September, we have a new moon. And it's somewhat in conjunction with the um, Mercury direct. At the time that I'm filming this is the 13th, and the moon is in conjunction with the Mercury retrograde. And then, yeah, a new moon tomorrow, and then going direct. So it's like new, fresh energy that we're moving into. So we're just going to take kind of a deeper look here into just like the collective energy and see what message Spirit has for us. Ooh, so we have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I'm hearing it's like you could be kind of self-isolating with the intention to protect yourself. It's like you're hesitant to move forward right now because you feel as though you need to protect yourself for some reason. You feel like it's just like not the right time to put yourself out there in some way. It's like heavy withholding or holding back how you feel or what you have to offer. You feel like it's not safe to put yourself out there. So, yeah, it could have been just like a chaotic and painful summer with all these retrogrades. You felt like you were being attacked from all sides. And so it's like the instinctual reaction to like withdraw within the self. We're all kind of feeling it, pressure. Yeah, the King of Cups in the reverse. It's like being very recluse, not wanting to put yourself out there to experience new things. It's like being emotionally closed off is also closing off, the adventure of like actually going out there and doing new things and connecting with people, having fun. So if there was like a lot of emotional chaos or a lot of just chaos happening around you in your life, then it could have been hard to kind of like get out there and do things. Or it's like this summer was just a little bit different in the way that you experienced things. If you were going through a lot emotionally, it's like you were kind of busy processing this energy rather than like kind of going out there and like partying and having a good time like in the past or something. So we have the redemption in the reverse. So I'm just hearing it's like something that you like first I heard like something that you thought you really wanted or a direction that you really wanted to go in, kind of like not working out or being kind of let down by something that you thought you really wanted to like come back around or come back into your life. It's like that could have been how you kind of started off this summer, or like how like the pre-shadow started off for you, the Mercury pre-shadow. Um, so then during the retrograde, you're like been processing these feelings, if you will, and not really putting yourself out there as much. Um, yeah, there's this very specific energy of like wanting something specific to kind of come back into your life and having put yourself out there emotionally at one point and it not working out. And so it's like you got these same signs again that it wasn't going to work out, or some sort of downfall or destruction here that ultimately led you to kind of closing yourself off emotionally and not wanting to like experience the same like level of pain or disappointment. So it's like you're kind of closing yourself off from like new experiences because something or someone that rejected you in the past, it's like you thought this would, I'm picking up on this energy of you kind of had your heart set on like this coming back around, or um over time like manifesting a way for this person to choose you, and when this didn't happen it was like such a huge letdown that you like completely closed yourself off emotionally, which led to like missing out on a lot of new opportunities. um do you feel like you just can't like put yourself out there, or you can't like expose yourself, or you don't have enough to give? So it's like being triggered by like some sort of past rejection. So you could have had this idea in your head that like finding some way to manifest this person choosing you would like make up for that rejection, or getting something else to choose you in the same way would like make up for some way that you were like rejected in the past or let down in the past, or someone didn't like follow through emotionally. And there was like some way where you were triggered here through either like the pre-shadow or the retrograde, and you've been having to kind of like process these feelings. You felt like you needed to isolate in order to protect yourself. um, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like even though you've kind of closed yourself off emotionally, it's like you're still trying to work on yourself here, try and build yourself up, build your finances up. So that could have been another reason why you missed out on more things like this summer, is because you were just trying to like save money and focus on yourself and kind of work on yourself and grow here. So that was what was influencing a lot of your choices and decisions. But it's like you could be almost doing this to a fault. Yeah, with the Five of Pentacles is kind of like what's delaying things. So it's like the only thing that's stopping you from putting yourself out there and like having a good time and reconnecting with people and finding those people who are going to choose you is this kind of lack mindset of feeling like you don't have enough, or yeah, it's like people are not going to choose you, people are going to leave you out or exclude you, so then you're almost kind of like leaving yourself out before anyone else can. Or it's like because you have this mindset that like you don't have enough and you have to like work really hard to like build yourself up in some way, then you're already in this energy to kind of repel anyone who would like invite you to go out and do something with them, because you're not in the energy to like give to yourself or like spend on yourself, like give back to yourself. You're almost like dedicated, like hardworking, like saving your money, like building yourself up like to a fault, where then you're blocking yourself off from being able to go out and like experience things or participate in like fun things or like splurge or yeah, like put yourself out there to connect with like new people because you're so focused on like your priorities and your goals, where then you're closing yourself off from like new opportunities, new experiences. So it's a good thing, but it's like almost to a fault, and it's almost kind of like keeping you caught up in this cycle of feeling like you have to like overwork, or like you have to like stay committed to the grind. Um, yeah, like you're always going in one direction and you don't have the time to like sidestep or like get distracted. Like you could have had this mindset, okay, so like after some sort of letdown, then you feel as though you have to be really like accountable for yourself, or you have to work really hard to turn something around for yourself. So you could be in this mindset or energy of like um feeling like other people's approval of you is like directly related to like how much work you put in on yourself or like how hard you work or something. So it's like you're almost working to a fault and then not understanding why you're not getting ahead, or why that's not causing other people to see you differently or to come back and choose you. But it's like um you have the wrong intention, in the sense that like you're coming from this lack mindset of like that you're not enough, or that you don't have enough, and that you need to like earn or gain other people's approval, or that you have to work for other people's approval or for other people to like you. um so it's like you're not really willing to open up and be vulnerable and authentic and put your real self out there. So you have this like fear mindset that everyone is going to like reject you, or that like again you're not enough or you don't have enough. um so it's like you have to hold yourself back and then like work on yourself in order to be like worthy. But that's the very thing that's like then holding you back or preventing you from actually going out there and experiencing new things or connecting with people who aren't going to judge you like that or be so narrow-minded. Or it's like you don't have to earn people's approval, or like earn or gain people's love or like a spot in their life, or like the sense of connectedness, or like feeling as though we have like the security in our relationships as far as other people choosing us in the same ways that we choose them. um, but this could be like a self-defense mechanism because you're just afraid to like truly be vulnerable and put yourself out there, because you're hanging on to some sort of pain from someone else who rejected you, or like didn't choose you, or didn't follow through for you, like at some point in the past. So, with what's spiritually kind of like shifting in the situation, we have the Seven of Wands. So, it's like you learning to have stronger boundaries here is going to be ultimately the thing that uh, helps you to kind of turn things around for yourself and get yourself moving in a more healthy direction. Um, I'm hearing like being willing to change course or switch things up and see things differently. But then also, yeah, having a healthier sense of uh, respect for yourself, in the sense of creating those boundaries, or just kind of flipping your mindset to being, instead of being like worried about whether or not people approve of you, it's like being someone that you approve of, and then being more selective with the people that you are pursuing or choosing, so that those people are like more in alignment with your energy here. um, yeah, rather so that you're coming more from a position of power rather than like a lack mindset that like you don't have enough, and like you need other people to, yeah, you have to like earn a place in other people's lives, or other people kind of choosing you. So with the recommended action here, we have temperance. So I feel like this is just saying, as you move out of this energy and like heal out of this, you want to kind of keep your ego in check. It's like then you don't want to switch up and like become like aggressive or hostile, or be like, not in a negative sense of like, oh, now I'm not worried about whether or not other people are judging me. Now I'm the one judging others. Like, right? You don't want to then become the very thing that has like hurt you in the past. But at the same time, that like with this um, volcano, it's like the situation is coming to a head, if you will. And so it's like you're being forced into a position where you will have to make some sort of a change or shift, and like see yourself differently, or kind of take care of yourself differently. Um, but yeah, then you don't want to swing too hard in the other direction and then start kind of like acting out of your ego or treating others in the same ways that you've been treated. It's like choosing to heal within yourself and bring more love into the situation, just kind of like stops the cycle of harm and brings healing for everybody, right? And right now, so with the present outcome, with all of the energy here, we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So it's like right now at this present time, there's kind of like a creative block, if you will. Or it's like you're not sure how to move forward or how to go from here. So let's get one clarifying card just for that. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Jack of Hearts, kind of like the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So the key word I have is forgiveness. Then we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So the key word I wrote is decision made. So what I'm getting from this is like, even though there's a creative block in the sense of like you don't know exactly how to move forward or exactly how to turn something around, putting yourself out there and making a decision without having the full picture or the full perspective. And then also it's like you want to kind of act, that's where like choosing to find forgiveness in the situation can help to temper those feelings of like wanting to not necessarily get revenge, but then kind of take your power back in ways by like then doing the same things to others has happened to you. It's like whenever we take the time to heal and forgive in the proper ways, that can help mediate those emotions that come up that cause us to want to act in these ways. So it helps to like curve a lot of uncomfortable emotions moving forwards. With the decision made, it's like we have the opportunity to make the healthiest choices for ourselves. Like we have the free will to like make healthy choices. And so it's like you can set the intention that it's like, okay, I'm going to be the one to break the cycle. I'm going to be the one to stop inflicting pain onto others in the same way that it's been done to me, right? Or hurting or rejecting others in the same ways that I was hurt and rejected. And so it's like you can set that intention without like fully knowing exactly how you're going to do it. Like you can be the one to be like, okay, I'm going to be the change, or I'm going to be the one to like break the cycle or end something here. It's like I don't know exactly how it's going to happen or exactly how I'm going to do it, exactly how it's all going to come together. But it starts with like a choice, and it starts with an intention, and then it's begins with following through with that intention. Even whenever you don't have the full picture, you don't know exactly how it's all going to go, exactly how you're going to get there, exactly how you're going to bring everything together. So especially if you've been in this mindset for a long time that you have to kind of like work super hard, or you could be just kind of like a hustler, so that it was easy for you to default into this energy of like kind of like earning things or earning people's affection or energy or attention, is like built into like your natural mindset. And so now that you're switching things up and trying to come from more of like a position of power, there's this energy of it's so foreign and different, and it's not what you're used to, so you don't have the same sense of security of like how it's all going to go, or you don't have that same backing of knowing like, okay, this is what I'm going to do and this is how I got it, and like I know I'm going to take care of myself. It's like you have to release that control and trust that spirit is going to kind of like take care of you or back you, or just like give you the tools that you need along the way, as long as you follow through with like the intention in your heart, to kind of like create change, or to be the change, or to like be better than what you've like experienced. It's like the first step to creating healing. Waves of attention, admiration. People notice you for the star that you are, whether through your work ethic or simply by being you. It's your turn, so bask in the waves of admiration and attention. You deserve it. Nature seeker, simplicity. Your soul is longing for peace and connection to nature's elements. Don't overcomplicate your situation by reaching outside of yourself for answers. You will find clarity by spending time in nature to refocus your energy. Rainbow Bridge, hope. Loved ones that have crossed over are sending you a message of love and strength. Grieving a person, pet, or situation is difficult to move through. Honor your healing process with patience and be surrounded by support and love. So we have home, bottom of the deck, and then time. So I'm going to read both of those for you. You are being guided to come back home to who you truly are. Drawing this card can signal a change in your physical home or a sense of where you belong. Pulling this card also symbolizes that wherever or whatever your current situation, you can trust that this moment is in alignment with your higher self. You have not lost your way. You are, in fact, right on time and right on track. This is the morning star, so you can trust that you're being guided, and just wanting to follow your intuition as though it is that like actual morning star, right? Divine timing is everything. You are not stuck or heading in the wrong direction. Drawing the hourglass asks you to have patience with whatever your current situation is. All will come to pass when the moment is just right. This card can also indicate that something you are waiting for is just on the horizon. So, yeah, very fitting there. I don't normally pull like an extra tarot card from another deck, but I'm feeling called to get one card out of this astrology deck here. So we have Temperance. Ooh, Temperance again. So we have Sagittarius on the bottom. So you could be a Sagittarius, or you could be a fire sign, or the person that you're dealing with could be a Sagittarius. So that could be confirmation for someone. And we have the Nine of Earth, Venus in Virgo. So you could have Venus in Virgo, or the person that you are dealing with could have Venus in Virgo, or they could be an earth sign, then you could be a fire sign, or they could be a fire sign and you could be an earth sign. Or you could be, it's like the person that you're moving towards, or the person that you are wanting to manifest, to heal with and co-create with, is going to have Venus in Virgo. Could end up being a Sagittarius with Venus in Virgo specifically. It's like if you meet someone with these placements, it could be confirmation. Yeah, or it's like you could like need to kind of call more of that earth energies, like the overactive fire energy is kind of not healthy for you. It's like you need to call some of the earth energy in to help ground you, or like bring that stability, or like meeting a partner who is doesn't have to be an earth sign, but could have like a strong earth sign placement, will help to kind of like ground you, or that will assist in the healing process for you. And so it's like you're kind of going through this whole transformation of understanding like exactly what you need, and also what you want. So you start to realize like someone who's just a little bit more grounded or stable is going to bring like that balance into your life that you're striving for now that you're kind of on this specific healing journey. Yeah, let's get one more oracle card. So we have perception. Ooh, and anger, the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to read both of those for you. With energy, sometimes a slight shift in perception is all that's needed. Remember, nature strives to retain balance. It is only our perception and labels that cause us to think otherwise. Is there a situation in your life that you are viewing from a very rigid perspective? Are you certain that you are the center of all the drama around you? Perhaps cultivating the ability to step outside the drama and see the issue from every different viewpoint will shift your judgment of this person or situation from intolerable to simply it is, and it as it is, it won't remain for so long. Letting go of the tether that holds you to a certain viewpoint also frees the situation up to go the natural way and to get back into balance. Okay, that's the bottom of the deck. And your card here is anger, a very strong and primal emotion. Anger sometimes catches us by surprise. At other times, it seethes just under the surface, simmering for a long while until it boils over, scalding anyone who is close. Anger is based in fear. Fear and loss of control, fear of not being loved, fear of being judged, fear of not being enough. When anger enters your life, be it yours or someone else's, go beneath the surface and try to address the real fear that has triggered it. Anger doesn't go away without addressing the underlying fear. Alternately, beware of someone's anger directed towards you. So yeah, that's a very specific message for some people. You may actually need to kind of like protect yourself in some ways. Let's get one more card. Patience needed, timing. Be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. Trust in divine timing and less in instant gratification. Having patience allows everything to unfold as it should. The seeds have been planted, now let them grow. So that was 2 cards with the timing and the hourglass. So that's huge confirmation. We have addictions, compassion. The situation is influenced by an addictive behavior that is influencing you or the person involved. Pain and trauma are being projected. Try to see the truth of the situation by stepping outside of the chaos to create an opening for forgiveness, patience, and compassion. Yeah, so that's now 2 cards in regards to forgiveness. And so I'm hearing it could be forgiving yourself. With this pain and trauma are being projected, it's like this other person that you feel rejected by, it's like you could either be projecting onto them like the pain that you've been through. It's like for the reasons that you feel as though this person has rejected you or you've had to go through this difficult thing, it's like you're taking it on yourself and feeling like it's so personal. It's like they've rejected you, they don't want you, there's something wrong with you, and it's really something that's going on within them, some sort of like addiction that's influencing them in a negative way to where they can't make a healthy choice for themselves. And so it's like you have to just kind of like remove yourself from the situation and allow things to unfold in the ways that they need to, and also learn to have those kind of that healthy viewpoint of yourself and that healthy set of boundaries. um, Having that healthier like self-esteem, if you will help to where when these sort of things happen, like you don't instantly take it so personally and think that there's like something wrong with you inherently, or that you need to kind of like close yourself off. It's like being able to realize that there's like something more and personal uh, going on with this other person, and you don't want to project your own insecurities onto them, and find reasoning, like project your own insecurities onto them in order to pinpoint reasoning as to why something has unfolded the way that it has, whenever that may not be true. That's just kind of like the story that you are telling yourself. And so being able to step outside the situation and have a healthier viewpoint to see that there's more going on with the other person and it's not quite as personal as you're taking it, can help you to kind of heal here and like move towards someone who's going to be more grounded and able to like fulfill you or give back to you in the ways that you need. Or also with the 9 of Pentacles, there's a very like independent energy there. So it's like realizing that you have the tools and the capabilities to like take care of yourself and give back to yourself in the ways that you need to as well. And then in divine timing, you will manifest a partner who's more in alignment with you. So definitely don't let yourself, yeah, don't let any anger like fester within yourself in regards to this other person from the past, because it's like they're not judging you in the light that you think that they are. It's more coming from like their own personal struggles and their own personal things that they're going through, to where they can't meet you on the level that you need right now. They can't match you, they can't give you what you deserve, because they're not capable of like giving themselves what they deserve. So yeah, it's like not personal. They're going through their own, it's like they're not choosing themselves and they're projecting that onto you. And then you have these like inherent insecurities that you're projecting onto them to give reasoning or justification, or to make sense in your mind as to why things unfolded the way that it did, but it may not be the truth or like the true story as far as what's really going on with the other person. So being willing to see things in a different light, or being more open to your viewpoint and how you see the situation kind of growing or changing, can help you to heal, just like the way that you view yourself. And then that helps to heal the way that you show up in your relationships moving forward. So you're no longer coming from this lack mindset of feeling like you have to earn or gain other people's approval, or like work really hard in order for people to choose you, because it's like that's going to repel away people that are actually like going to give back to you in like a healthy way. It's like realizing that the reason that you were in that energy before is because this other person was going through like their own personal struggles that had nothing to do with you. And so you don't need to adjust within yourself the way you now show up in relationships moving forward, because everyone else that you meet isn't going to be going through these same struggles that this person was in the past. And that's that's the thing that's kind of like preventing you feeling like you need to adjust in certain ways to protect yourself moving forward in relationships, is like the very thing that's stopping you or preventing you from letting other people in, or like getting close to others, or getting back out there to like experience things, have a good time here. It's like you're energetically closed off because you're projecting like what you've went through with this other person, or what you have believed that you've went through with this other person, onto um, anything else moving forward. Or it's like then you're kind of like living in that story instead of allowing things to like grow or change or heal, or transform into something different. So it's like being able to forgive yourself for the sacrifices that you've made within yourself up to this point, or being willing to like forgive the other person for whatever has happened here, and choosing to kind of like have that compassion to see that it's like something personal within themselves, or some sort of like self-sabotage, or yeah, it's not um, like about you, if you will. And so it's like you don't have to kind of like take this on emotionally. But seeing this and understanding this can help you to can help make it easy to forgive them, if you will, or just to kind of have that compassion for them. And this is definitely specific if you went through some sort of loss, like in the recent past. I just heard like 6 months or so in my head. It's like whoever this person is coming forward, even if it's a pet here, like the card says. It's like this person's coming forward to just kind of shine a light, or to be that confirmation to say like, hey, it's okay to open yourself up to healing, or open yourself up to a new and different perspective in regards to this situation as a whole. Um, yeah, so that's all I have. Looking into the new moon that we have, that's I think somewhat in conjunction with Mercury going direct. So it's a lot of energy all at once moving forward. So I hope this offered you some sort of clarity. If you watched this far into the reading, I really, really appreciate it. If you would like a more personal reading, you can click the link in my description. And I hope you have a great day.